morning guys, it's Cornelia, but you can call me Corny as my channel is Cornyco. Today I've been kind of like sifting through my bills and trying to get my life structured and organized for the upcoming term, the new year. So I thought it would be a good idea to kind of share with you what I pay for my utilities and things like that. But first I've got to go and pay a bill actually now, so I'm going to show you what the system looks like real quick. It actually says here year, month, date, whereas in England it says day, month, year, so it is a little bit backwards and it's a bit tricky to get used to, but I'm sure you will, you'll figure it out guys. Here's the barcode that they scan.
Special
Super easy, right? So I will recommend though to try and get your bills paid for anyone in life. Get your bills paid as soon as you get them, just get them out of the way, because if you leave it too long then you won't be able to pay at the convenience store. You'll actually have to call up the company personally and get them to resend you another bill, and they might include it with in the next month's bill and put it together, so it'll be like double the cost. It's a pain. Bills, can you pay my bills? Sitting in my chair, I'm comfortable. Are you comfortable? I've been living here for a year. I've been paying my bills, been paying my more bills. No, I'm joking. I'm so goofy. I'm not on this planet. Disclaimer, guys. This is my rent. This is my living expenses. This is my experience and my opinion. So this is just to help you give a rough estimate of what it's like. I will state that I live in Yokohama, which is very close to Tokyo. It's not far at all. So I will talk to you about the factors that you need to consider first about living in accommodation in Japan. The first thing will be your location. Around the Tokyo area are the most popular areas to live and the most highest in rent. The further away from a city, any city as a matter of fact, you'll be, the cheaper it will be. I live about 40 minutes away from Tokyo, so my rent is still pretty high, guys. Another thing to consider about where you live is whether you're close to a train station or not. Train stations are easy access, so people will pay a higher price to be closer to that easy access, and that's a given for anywhere closer to like a popular site or popular train line. It will be more expensive. I am an English teacher. Depending on what your professional job is, will depend on how much you have to pay for your health insurance. If you have children or you have someone that's codependent on you, or you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, like it's gonna alter how much you can survive off and how much you're gonna pay out. Also the seasons, guys, because in this winter you're gonna be blasting the AC, it's gonna be cold as air, so the electricity bill or the gas bill might be very high during those times. And also in the summer the AC will be blasting too, because it's gonna be dead hot, so you're gonna need that cool air and those breezes, and maybe you'll have a lot of showers, I don't know, so your water bill might be high. Those are just examples of how the prices fluctuate throughout the year. All these estimates will be with tax included, and I don't know about how much I pay for health insurance. I can't actually remember, sorry guys, because it's taken straight out of my paycheck. But I know that 70% of that health insurance does go towards costs for hospital fees or doctors or dentist fees, things like that, so that's cool. All right guys, let's start with the rent. I'm not gonna say it in Japanese just because I might get my numbers mixed up and I don't wanna do that. My general rent, not including utilities, is 61,000 yen, and that's £409, and that's about $574 American dollars. Next will be the utilities. So in my utilities, I pay my gas, my electricity and my water separate. You just saw me pay a bill. It wasn't any of those bills, but I just wanted you to get a gist of how you pay a bill here. They come in the mail. So let's start with gas. I'm just gonna read it. So gas is 4,000 yen, which converts to about 27 pounds, British pounds, and then it's about 38 American dollars. Take what you will from this information, guys. Like, you can be the judge. I feel like mine is probably on the highest scale. Electricity is 3,500 yen, which is 24 pounds, and that's $33. Water, 3,000 yen, 20 pounds, $28. So transportation, this includes my commute to and from work. Estimately cost me about 15 to 20,000 yen, depending on if I have a sepro. Sepro is when you go to a different school. Estimately it would be 134 British pounds, which is like 188 American dollars. I think that's pretty expensive for catching trains, guys. Moving on to food. So food is from about 25,000 yen to 28,000 yen. That is converted to 187 pounds, and that's $200 US dollars. So going out is like, I guess, commuting from Yokohama to Tokyo to Shinjuku, where my boyfriend lives, where Taku lives, and that will cost, and also us going out as well, going out, visiting places, entrance fees for places like temples or whatever, and eating out. That will cost me about 20,000 yen per month, I'd say, which is 134 British pounds, and that's 188 US dollars. My phone, I rent a phone, it's an iPhone SE, I think it is, and it's like 16 gigabytes or something like that. And no, it's 20 gigabytes, sorry. And it costs 7,500 yen, and per month that works out to be about 50 British pounds and 70 American US dollars. Internet is 4,500 yen, 30 British pounds, 42 American dollars. I don't think I've missed anything. I think I've got everything I needed to say in there. The grand total is 148,300 yen. That's 995 pounds, and that's 1,400 American US dollars. And that's per month. That's per month, guys. I live about 8 minutes away from a very popular train station, so it's like, it's gonna be higher in price. I'm hoping to move eventually, maybe in the next 2 years, year or 2 years. So I'll let you know about the moving process and what it's like once I actually do that. I've been watching a lot of videos here on YouTube, and I saw people kind of like renting and talking about Leo Palace. I was like, ew, I'm sorry, but I don't want to live in a Leo Palace apartment. They just don't look, I don't know what it was, they just look really tight and cramped, and I didn't like the style of it. I didn't like the steps going up to the bed, or like climbing up and you have a loft. At first I thought, oh, that's cool, but then in the long run I thought that will be an absolute pain in the ass, and I probably won't end up using that loft space very often. I'll probably just end up on bottom floor. So I specifically requested from my company not to give me a Leo Palace. They are fairly cheap from what I've heard, but because mine isn't a Leo Palace and is privately owned, it's probably a lot higher than what it should be in rent-wise and utility-wise, and you know, but my landlord is so nice, and I think my apartment's really cute. I love it. I love the location. It's a lot, it's like family oriented and old people are around and stuff like that, so I'm really happy with where I got put. And when I saw the pictures, I was like, I'll take it, it's cute, whatever. So bear that in mind. If you do go for like a Leo Palace, it might be cheaper, but it also might look a bit cheaper, you know what I'm saying? Sorry guys if you live in a Leo Palace, but I don't envy you. Ina and Laurel, they live not far from me, maybe like 2 minutes. They were my next door neighbours, and they pay a lot less than me, and their internet is included in the price. So but they're also privately owned. I don't think they're a Leo Palace. They're like, they go through Mini, which is the same as me going through Mini, that company there. So it's like, yeah. I'm not sure why. Theirs is a bigger space, but theirs isn't also as modern looking. Oh, also my apartment did come furnished with a bed, TV, tables, a fridge, a microwave, a washing machine. So these things were all inclusive. And if you are preparing to move somewhere that's like maybe privately owned and not through your company, you'll probably have to furnish everything yourself. Also, if it's after your first year, guys, be prepared. Tax is gonna go over. I can't remember the prices off the top of my head, but just make sure you prepare before the tax year comes to save some money behind, because you will feel the chunk being taken out of your salary. So just be prepared for that, everybody, after your first year of being and living in Japan, if you're gonna stay for 2 years or more. Starting up fee and stuff like that is not included in this video. This is just how much rent and stuff I pay now. In the beginning, you usually have to pay a 2-month deposit, which can be like 223,000 yen. It depends on what your rent usually is, will be for your apartment. And the size, oh yeah, I totally forgot. Another thing to consider is also the size of your apartment. Mine is just 1K, which means it's just an open plan and the toilet separate. That's it. It's just a 1 room with a toilet on the side. And if you haven't already, check out my video about my small little mini apartment tour. It's very short because it's very tiny. If you want me to go in depth about that, I can do. Just bear in mind that 3LDKs and stuff will cost more money for more space. But that's anywhere in the world. It will be worth paying that price, man. And that's something I really want to do in the future, is move to a bigger place with a bigger kitchen where I can cook and stuff. I recently went to Laurel's apartment and it was so big. And I was just like, oh, she's moved, by the way. She's not my neighbor anymore. Love you, girl. But yeah, I just want space too. And hopefully in a year or 2, I'll be moving too. So stick with me so you can see that. I think that's it. I think I've done my part here. Hopefully this was informative for you and interesting. If you want to know about costs for other things or more in depth about anything else, please let me know in the comments down below. And where would you like to live in Japan, or where do you live in Japan? And share with us, if you want to, how much your bills cost, because God knows we all need a little help out here. Thank you so much for supporting me. Taku and I love reading your comments. I love it. It's mainly me. It's mainly me, I'm not gonna lie. Click that notification bell up above and that will let you know when I post new content, so you can be right on point on the ball and ready for me to give it to you. Okay, not like that, that's really weird. Give you content. Thanks for watching, guys. Faito, Gambate, peace and love. Mwah. Bye, guys.